Everyone, welcome back. So this is the second video of us duplicating the Death Wish Coffee FAQ page. So we've put in our layout elements. I showed you how to duplicate this accordion in the previous video. As I said, we're not going to make every single accordion for the video. It's just far too tedious and repetitive. But I do encourage you when you're practicing to build the entire page. So let's go ahead and start adding some content. What I did off camera was just select each of our sections and change my font. They're actually using Montserrat font for the entire page, except this paragraph at the top, they're using Roboto. But everywhere else, I've changed to Montserrat. Okay, so it'll just be quick and easy. The other thing I did was you'll notice that their accordion has a grayish color. It does just stay white. Okay, you'll notice when I interact with it, this text turns red and then the background goes white. Fortunately, we won't be able to replicate that action exactly, but we will get the functionality and the text content and everything down. Okay, so to get that background color, all I did was I took our ColorZilla Chrome extension. I hovered over here. As you can see, it's just F7, F7, F7. Click there to copy it. I selected my accordion. I went to Items, Background, and I just pasted that color code. You'll see if I change it back to white. There you are. I want to change the entire thing here. So just a second. Make sure you have the entire accordion selected. Okay, header. If I change the background here, it's going to all turn white, but I want it gray at all times. There we go. Just copy and paste that. Make sure I have, one more time, my entire accordion selected, header, which is this piece, and put in my F7, F7. Okay. Now the items, we do want it to go white. When you select it, you want the background here to be white. So just keep that normal, or you can select that, but that's fine. Okay, so there we go. And in the previous video, I had just duplicated this and removed a bunch of items because their next section is only 2 items. But for this video, I'm just going to get it out of the way just so we can get the styling down. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some content in. So we just have FAQ. As I said, the layout in this is pretty basic, but there's a few good skills to know. Okay, the divider, they're using a really tiny divider here, and that's easy to adjust. So just make sure it's selected. Styling, and I'm going to go to box style. So if you kind of eyeball this, we don't want it 50% because that would be right in the center, but let's try a little bit less than 50%, 45, 45. How does that look? It's actually even smaller than that. So let's try 48. I think that's going to be the magic number because it's just a little bit narrower than the FAQ heading. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm going to do it to this divider as well because then we can just quickly duplicate that. Okay. 48%. 48%. There we are. So now when we need to duplicate this down there, I won't have to worry too much about replicating that again. Okay, I noticed too, ours is a little bit further away than theirs. So let's see if we can adjust the top. Okay, that didn't work. Let's select the divider. Okay. So I guess we do need we definitely want some padding on the bottom. Probably going to go 5%. That's too big. Maybe about 2%. Give it a little bit of space. Actually, they have quite a bit of space on the bottom. So let's go for 5%. And then we need a little bit on the top here. Okay, there we are. So we've got this positioned closer to the heading, and then the next heading is a little bit further away. Okay, let's go ahead and start pasting this. That looks a little too bold. I don't know. Let me double check their font here. It is Montserrat. Let me see. Maybe, well, let's see. Let's come back to that. Let's keep moving here. Just want to get these sections out of the way. There we go. There's definitely some padding on the center there. That's one line. That's, yeah, okay. So let's adjust the padding on our column. Okay, make sure the column's selected because we can just manipulate everything at the same time. Nothing's going to get crazy out of whack or move around unexpectedly. Let's start with 5, more than that. 10, that looks okay. Yeah, we're going to need more. Let's go 20 and 20. There we go. Let's double check here. Okay, it's looking pretty close. They just have their spacing a little bit different. Attributed to. Okay, there we go. They also had this first sentence here bold, and then they made here red and linked it. So let's do that. Color, make that red. There we go. So they've linked that to, I'd assume their About Us page because it says read more about Death Wish Coffee here. To link that, I just need to select the text in the element toolbar here, insert link, and I would just copy where that link goes to. For the video, I don't want to navigate away from this page right now, but really simple to input that. So if you followed that link, found the next one, let's see if I can check out where it goes to. Okay, so it went to products. Okay, cool. So they're taking the opportunity on their FAQ page to link their product page. And there we go. So I've updated it. I don't know why they've changed our color now. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. It's linked and it's colored. Okay, so it's red. Okay, there we go. Let's move on. So we have our divider here. This was shipping. There we go. Now this is where it gets really tedious. So I think we're going to just do a couple of these. As you know, where is my order shipped? So if I want to put that in, I'm just going to copy the text inside the item on the accordion. I'm going to select the top one here. Actually, I'm going to select my entire accordion. Choose accordion item 1 and just change that text. When is my item shipped? Okay. And then I'll go to the paragraph inside this item on the accordion and I'll just change that. Okay. There we go. And then you just repeat that process. It's unfortunate that it's actually 13 items, but yeah, make sure that your font is changed to Montserrat. But so let's repeat that just a couple times just so you get it totally down. Select the entire accordion. How long will it take to get my order? Copy this. Okay, select the entire accordion. General accordion item 2. Oh, I completely just blanked on that. How long will it take to get my order? Okay. Take to get my order. There we go. Once again, select this paragraph. Change our font. And there we go. We're moving. Okay. And you would just repeat that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way down to 13. Okay. And then, as I said in the previous video, you can just duplicate that and then remove items by selecting the entire accordion and delete, 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 delete. So I'll just narrow it down to the 2 that we actually filled in information for. And there you go. Okay, as I said, when you're making this page for yourself, definitely want to just repeat that process over and over and over, so it just becomes second nature at that point. Okay, but let's move on to this. So we actually have some image content, some heading, and a button to put in. Okay, so first of all, I've already saved the images here. Let me find it. So on the left-hand side was Death Wish merch. There we go. I just had that saved from their page here. And then we can just insert the link. Okay. And then the other one was Death Cups. Okay, there we are. 1, 2. To put a link in there. So I'll follow the link. So that was to merch. Copy that. Highlight the image. And I want to go to action. Open URL. Insert it in there. Okay. Then on the live page, when we click on this image, it's going to take us to merch. Okay. Let's copy and paste our headings. That definitely looks a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's fine. 24 looks good. Repeat that. We chose 24, right? Yeah. Okay, now the button, going to get the color first. So grab our Colorzilla. Okay, copy that. Go to the button. What did it say? It just says shop, shop. Okay. Go to our styling for the button, background, and paste the color. Okay, I'll do it for both. There we go. Change the text. Just go to general with the button element selected and shop. Whoops. That was not smooth. Okay, Montserrat. Make it bold. Cool. Same thing for this. Now we could have duplicated it. We probably could have formatted one, duplicated it. Would have been a lot quicker. But as I said, repetition is a good thing, because then you'll just know intuitively how to take care of these kind of repetitive processes on your own. Okay, let's take a look. So theirs is, okay, you'll notice no rounded edges, so that we're fine with the border. We just need to add padding on the top and the sides. Okay. Go to styling, box styles. Too much, 3%, 4%. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, 4%, 4%. Let's add, I don't even think it's much on the sides, probably 5. Yeah, that looks okay. Cool. And yeah, we could duplicate that, but just to repeat the process for you, highlight or select the button, input your top and bottom padding, and your side padding. Okay. And they did have some hover action. You can see it goes darker when they hover. So I'm going to grab Colorzilla. I'm going to let it change. Grab that. Select the button again. I'm going to go to hover. So we've got ED3231 here. If I go to hover, you can see it's a different color. So now when I go over top of it, we're going to get that little action. Okay. So now we're going to move to the last section here, which was this nice big background image first. So I want to select the entire section, go to the background, let the image go in there. Oh, I should have changed the color of the text first. So I want white text for the heading and everything. Thankfully, our MailChimp form is naturally white. But first, I'm going to, definitely select that paragraph and change the color and select my heading wherever it is and change the color there. Okay. So the text said, never miss a mug. Put that in first. Make that heading 2. Maybe bold it. No action on the bold. Okay. I'm going to select this column because I want. Okay, hold on a second. Let's position our image first. So background, I want this center. But see, it's going to repeat. So I don't want to do that right now. I want to cover. And then let's see how that looks when I add some padding. We're going to need more than that. Yeah, it's a huge image, as you can see. And we want it centered. Okay, so let's see if we can take care of that. So I've covered, and I want it centered. There we go. So now we can see. I'll do that one more time because that can be difficult to get a hold of and kind of observe what to do properly. Okay, so I just selected the whole section. I made sure that the size covered it. And then I selected the position as center vertically, center horizontally. Okay, take a look at theirs. We need a bit more padding. Let's maybe go for 10%. Yeah, that's starting to look good. Cool, I'm happy with that. Let's change our paragraph text. Here we go. I don't like the alignment on this, so I'm going to add some padding on top of this column. Okay, that looks better. I want this quite a bit bigger too. That looks better. Okay. Now in the form, what do we have? So we just want enter email. I'm going to go to general. The placeholder, just change that to enter email. And then I just want to change the color and the font of the button. Okay. Oh, get out of here. Okay, that red color. So no hover action here, which makes things easier. Button text. Okay, so I went styling, button. I don't want to change the background of the actual form itself. Just want to change background there. And the text here should be Montserrat. So should this actually. Input Montserrat. There we go. Cool. So I'm just going to quickly touch on this accordion one more time. I did make it significantly smaller because I didn't want to spend all the time doing it. But to add those 13 items, I just select the entire accordion, go to General, and then at the bottom here in Items, I'm going to select Add New Item. And I'm just going to repeat that process, put in my text, put in my paragraph over and over and over. Okay, and then I'm just going to duplicate that accordion for each of these sections. Okay, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and of course they have that little divider in between each section, and that's the one we had here. I can just duplicate. I can grab onto that, drag it down, put it between my sections, and there you have it. Okay. Okay, so when I had more accordion sections, I would be putting that in between each one. Let's see if they have it below the 2 images. They don't. Okay, so the last one was here. You would just place it in the middle of each accordion section. So let's have a quick review here. Their Montserrat font is looking a little bit thinner than ours. I don't know if it's a custom font, but let's take a look. I'm not happy about the spacing on this either, so I'm just going to quickly reduce that padding. Okay, and that should look better. Looks like they have a bit more space in between this heading and this paragraph too. So let's add it to the heading. Box style. Yeah, let's increase the margin. That's probably the most practical way. 5%, that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to save and publish. We'll give this thing a quick look. Okay, cool. So we've got, as you know, we won't see the header here. That's their own header, not part of our store. We're just trying to recreate the body content. So we've got our header, divider. That could probably use with being a little bit smaller, but that's okay. We know how to change text size. We've got the correct bold, correct spacing. This is now linked to that product page. Okay, we've got shipping. We've got our functional accordion that we didn't fill out completely, but if we had pasted all the information, that would be fine. We've got, okay, so I didn't link both photos, but I did show you how. If I clicked on this, I would go to merch, and the button's there too, okay? Definitely could use with a little bit more padding on the top of this to bring it down from that image a little bit, but that's okay. And we've got, oh, I've got something going on with Loom right now. Okay, let's go back for a sec. I've got this. Pardon me, guys. My screen recorder's not working out. Okay, so I've got this header, never miss a mug. I've got this copy here, and then our functional subscribe MailChimp form with the background image nicely aligned. Okay, so give it a shot. As I said, when you're building this, I definitely encourage you to just repeat, make sure every one of those accordion pieces is in place and working properly. So hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video, and good luck. Thanks a lot.